everyone. I'm back with a new video. As you can see, I was already busy. I got today the Global Fusion Intuitive Tarot by brother Wayne Rodney. In all honesty, I had no idea that this deck existed. I started my channel, I think we're well on our way of 2 months. And this brother followed me and responded to one of my videos, which made me look at his YouTube, you know, as I do with all of you. Anyway, this is how I found out that he had a tarot deck. I didn't know. I think because this already came out in, well, again, it was not like new, right? Oh my God, seriously, this is what I mean. Oh, it does say 2022. I thought it was already a little bit older, or it was first indie and then it was mass market or something. Anywho, it was not something I was aware of. And I love to celebrate and what's the word, like well, you know, okay, my words, people, my words, sorry. Well, celebrate and help out, you know, with, well, in the sense of, okay, this is a great deck. When it comes to black artists, in that sense, you know, I always call them like, what, black decks. This brother is right now in America, but he's from Jamaica. And when I saw this deck, in all honesty, not gonna lie, I thought it was not really my style, and then I mean aesthetics, you know. But the more I looked at it, the more I was like, yeah, but, you know, sometimes we need to venture a little bit outside of what we're used to, you know, and try something new. Yeah, I'm not always for it because I am a creature of habit, in the sense of, well, stick to what you know, right? I think a lot of us have that. But it was kind of funny because I was thinking about an oracle deck I have, and I'm not having a great tarot to pair with it aesthetically, because it does correspond and talk with other, excuse me, with other decks, you know. But when I saw this one, I was like, oh, because what I also feel about this one, it has a masculine energy, and I don't have, I don't think I have any decks. Yeah, maybe the Thoth. I mean, the Thoth for me does have a masculine energy. And maybe here and there I have some, but this really had a masculine energy for me, you know. And I was thinking about, wait, because again, I was not prepared. I was looking through this deck. Sorry. And I got the urge, you know, to make a video, because this will be first impressions, right? I cannot really call it a review because I just got it in. But anyway, I was thinking about pairing it with this one, because this is, of course, very feminine, right? I mean, African goddess, it cannot get more feminine than that. But it's very, very colorful, right? And I thought, and I think I'm really right, I mean, look how good that would pair. Oh my God, this makes me so happy. I mean, that would be beautiful, right? And because this is very feminine, yeah, I think, because I feel like this has a masculine energy. Not all, because I've seen cards, oh my God, they're so beautiful and very feminine. But overall, again, for me, it has this, one second. Hey, what are you doing? Moppy, Moppy, Moppy. Oh, the whole internet is gonna know you. Get here. Would you stop it? I'm sorry. So, but yes, look how beautiful that would pair. That's awesome. This is what I wanted, you know. I was looking for it when this brother, when I discovered, I didn't discover, but when I discovered this brother, I was like, oh my God, he has a tarot. Let me check that out. Then I checked it out. And like I said, the first initial thought, all honesty, was like, but that's not really my style. But he's from Jamaica, so he's a black artist. I want, oh, support, that's the word. So celebrate and support. So I want to support that, right? However, I also don't want to buy decks that I'm not really liking, yes? So I looked to some of the pictures online, you know, and I was like, yeah, but I think I can work with this, right? And then this one popped in my mind, like, and then I was like, okay, sold, because I think this would pair amazingly. And what I'm looking now, I think I'm so right. Oh my God, I think I'm very, very right. Okay, anyway, I'm digressing. We will get to this one later. So yes, it came in today. Yeah, I'm all over the place because I'm really liking this deck. It came in today and I was already arranging and rearranging and doing, you know, and I was like, you know what, just turn on the camera. Let's have first impressions together, because I think Robin, right? You were interested in this deck too. So you can have a look around, right? So yeah, his booklet, he really, I think, looks at or created this deck, yeah, from his own vision, how he sees it, how he connects, yeah, with archetypes in the majors, you know, and even how he looks at the minors. Because one fun thing that actually made me think a little bit differently about it, he places the minor arcana before the major. He said the placement of the minor arcana before the majors is done to reflect an aspect of a magical initiatic journey, where the individual is first introduced to the elemental world, so the lesser mysteries, minor arcana, before moving on to the world of the archetypes. The concept of the elements, fire, earth, water, and air, was introduced to us by the ancient Greek philosophers and represented as principles. Well, he continues, you know, in the end, what again made sense, yeah, so I understood that, right? If we talk about the little trials and tribulations in our daily life, yeah, I think this is what he's right in, will lead us to seek the greater mysteries, right? To find that spiritual knowledge. So I kind of like that idea, I really do. And then especially when he continues, he talks about yeah, subtle inner voice urges us to look within, beyond the external world. Where this happens, the individual embarks on a journey into the greater mysteries of understanding. Yeah, otherwise known as the quintessence. When we talk about the elements, there's one element we tend to forget. Spirit, or ether, some call, right? I would say spirit for me personally. So which of the suits would be spirit? It's the major arcana. So when we go through all these trials and tribulations in life, where do we look to? What do we study? What do we want to know more about? Whether that's God for me personally, or any other deity, or yeah, spirit, you know, in that sense, that would be the representation of the major arcana, right? So I really like the way he approached that, because he even said in the end, you know, this, however, is just my perspective. I understand that by placing the minor arcana before the majors for the global fusion intuitive tarot, I am dispensing with tradition, but that might very well be the point. I like that. Intuition sometimes guides us to take us take an unconventional approach, avoiding the beaten path, forgetting our own way towards innovation. So again, you know, he realizes, but again, maybe that's the point, right? He says, and I understand. In a booklet, you get some, well, brief history, you know, about tarot, playing cards, you know, where it came from and stuff like that. I like this part too of him, race and ancestry. Despite the different claims of Egyptian, Persian, Indian, Chinese, or primordial origins of the tarot, the imagery most closely associates with the characters therein is that of European, medieval, or Renaissance heritage of iconography. This is not to say that other iterations do not exist, for in fact they do. The symbolism of the cards has always been adapted to suit the locale. However, on a personal level, since the beginning of this project in 2008, I I have ever had the overpowering compulsion to remain truthful to the experience that I was familiar with. Growing up in the multicultural melting pot of the island of Jamaica, I have experienced this cultural fusion in how I decided to portray the ethnicities of the various archetypes. In reality, these archetypes are unbound by race or creed, for they have none. They are universal symbols and as such are meant to be reimagined by all people, wherever the need arises. I'm sorry. So he starts with the minor arcana, and we will get back to that because again, it's more like a first impression, right? Because when he starts with the minor arcana, as you see here, we have all the twos, and yeah, in the majors we have the one. But the aces don't have an A or a 1, they have the omega. Yeah. And before I read actually what he said, yeah, the omega, the beginning and the end, right? Because he also uses the playing card associations in that sense. So the ace in playing cards is 1 or 11. Yeah. Jack, queen, king, all holds 10, right? I mean, in any kind of gambling system or playing card system, right? When we play games with the deck, those 3 cards all hold 10. Yeah, when you play the blackjack or whatever, yeah, they're 10. However, the ace is 1 or 11. Yeah, you can choose in that sense. So the omega becomes that. Like the fool here, I don't know if you can see it correctly. The fool is 0, but it's also 22. Because it's the fool's journey. So we started, but he ends it, you know, or she. In this case, me, she. So I really like that approach. And oh my God, these aces are beautiful. I hope you can really see them correctly and good. Because yeah, I don't want to be holding it up close the whole way. This was the first card when I opened the deck, and oh my God, it's beautiful. And yeah, again, these two. In all honesty, I love this one, but oh my God, this one, it's so peaceful. I could have this on my wall and look at forever. It's very peaceful. Where there is some peace in the background here, there's definitely energy going on here. And I like the Da Vinci kind of thing there. This one, I think maybe the colors, but the electricity or the lightning, you know, it gives it that energy. And yeah, this is just all fiery passion, right? So this one is very calm, which I'm not right now. I'm very excited. Sorry. So yeah, I really love, yeah, in all honesty, I love all of them. But yeah, this one, yeah. Hey, I cannot choose. So, well, we already said that he likes to start with the minors, you know. So also in the book, we start with minors. He had some great points in mental alchemy, you know, the way, well, we go about things. Aces and pips. Yes, here. In the Global Infusion Intuitive Tarot, an omega symbol is used on each ace card in place of the usual A or 1. Omega is the last letter of the Greek alphabet. Its uses of the H first card implies oh my God, I'm gonna kill this word. Continuity. Oh my God, I needed to not look. Oh, my English is okay, but sometimes when I look, I forget how to speak it. I didn't need to look. The ace, 1, comes before the 2, but also supersedes the king. Yeah, see, in the playing card game, right? I mean, aces over kings. It came before and will come after. The aces represents God's grace, divine providence, enlightenment, inspiration, and the spark of infinite creativity that dwells within us all. He talks about numbers, you know, in numerology, which is great. He gives a great layout of the court cards because he uses knave, knight, queen, king. And the knaves have 8 animals, so 2 each. And they correspond to the element. So fire, earth, water, air of their particular suit. So for the sticks, which would be fire, we have dragons and mongoose. I don't maybe if I see the mongoose, but fiery, you know. For earth, we have bat and mole. I can definitely see that. And of course, cups, water, koi and octopus. Nice. Blades, eagle and swallows. Definitely. And then for the night, he has 4. The mountain companion animals of the night are Chinese mythological creatures called the, okay, Xixiang? I really said that bad, didn't I? Of 4 symbols. Each animal corresponds with the season that it's associated with in its particular suit. So fire, sticks would be summer. Gems or earth would be autumn. Cups, water would be winter. Oh, I see that differently. And blades, which is air, would be spring. I always had associated blades with winter and cups with spring. Oh, that's interesting. I read that, but I didn't apparently put that in my mind like that's different. Okay, interesting. I want to see. How did he put it here? Yeah, I'm sorry. This is what I meant. Yeah, these are first impressions. I want to know. I'm sorry. Was there not somewhere else where he talked about the associations of? I don't think he did. Or yeah, okay. So if he says kings are winter, that would make a king also the water element, right? Because cups are winter. Yeah, see, this is where I think I'm gonna diverse a little bit from him, you know, because a king is definitely air for me, you know, that's intellectual communication, mind, where water is really queen. So queen is autumn, which would make earth. Okay, I can live with that, but I prefer water. I prefer the way I see it. Okay, anywho. Oh my god, the Xiang were chosen as a homage to the culture that I believe was instrumental in giving us the playing cards that we are all familiar with today. So that's like a tribute, right? That's nice. Yeah, here, see, I went back, but it's here. So sticks, fire, and fire is gonna be summer then, right? Yeah. Gems, earth, and that was autumn. Yeah, I only do those 2. I would switch, you know. Yeah, okay, but that's me. That's me. So then when we go to the minor arcana, we get a little bit about the suit, and then for the minors you get a smaller picture, some keywords, and a nice well, summary. Sorry. The sides are beautifully color coded. Red is fire, or well, sticks. Purple is gems, earth. Blue is vessels, cups. And then gray is blades, or air, or swords. And then here, the brownish yellow mustardy one, you get the majors. And there you get a bigger picture, still some keywords, and a bigger kind of summary, right? In yeah, what it stands for, but all about a page, right? So yes, like I said, I was already playing. We will come back to the book when necessary. So yeah, like I said, I was already playing, looking at, well, that beginning, right? Either in the aces, because here too, with that omega, you get a little bit of that Thoth, right? In the sense of the root of, yeah? So it's the potential of the whole suit, right? It's the root of the fire suit. It's the root of the gem suit, and so forth and so forth. I did place the Fool there because, again, it's a beginning and an end, right? He places them in that sense a little bit equally in that same kind of, well, vision. Beginning and end. Omega 2, beginning and end. So, yeah, like I said, let's walk through it, and then you can all just watch with me because, well, first impressions, right? So he, in the booklet, starts here, then here, then here, then here, and then we end with the majors. So let's do it his way. Okay, let me check really quick if you have a good view. Let me zoom in a little bit. Oh my God, I'm gonna mess this up. Okay, now I gotta. Okay, I don't want that shadow. I'm not happy with the shadow. Okay, that's still too much shadow. Now we have even more shadow. Okay, do we still have shadow? Yeah, we still got shadow. Okay, how can I do this when there's no shadow? Okay, I'm not happy. Okay, this will do. This will do. I will try to do it as correctly as possible. Okay, so this would be, let me take the book, because then maybe we can look at some things. So we start the suit of sticks. He has, of course, a bigger explanation, but he talks about it. In this deck, they represent the creative willpower, human enterprise, and the potential for growth and the ability to be shaped into whatever one wills. Yeah, I really like that, because that's manifestation talking. So yeah, the ace of sticks shows the hand of the divine bestowing the gift of primordial fire to humanity. A mighty phoenix soars above the scene, brimming with regenerative power. This card signifies a powerful creative drive and foretells success as issued by divine decree. The fire nourishes the vegetation surrounding the central tree. This thriving foliage suggests, oh my God, adaptability, resilience, and vigor. The Ace of Sticks tells you to trust the urges of the fire within and allow your creative flame to grow. Whenever you act in alignment with your divine spark, you will thrive. Oh, I like that. Well, I'm not going to read for all of them, of course, but here and there we will see if something interests us. So this is definitely Asian, right? I don't know if he talks about it. But you can see that, well, it's called, right, Global Fusion, and about growing up in that melting pot of Jamaica. So, yes. And I might not use every keyword, because I'm really into numerology and the elements, you know, and I want to see in the sense of in the seasons if that's gonna bug me, but hey, we will see, right? But yeah, that's a beautiful two of wands or sticks for him. Okay, not gonna lie, anybody watching longer than 5 minutes to my videos, you know I love me some Bob Marley, I love reggae, I love the Rastafarian culture. Yeah, so the fact that we got some beautiful black man with long locks, yeah, I'm so celebrating this deck. Oh, I love it. I love the hazy kind of background here. It makes it give this warmth, you know. And even though it sticks, you would almost think it's an earth suit, right? At least for me, the green, and yeah, I really like that. The beautiful lotuses. I think they're lotuses, by the way. So now we're at the 4. And as you can see, we got Asian, we got, well, Jamaican. Let's call it Jamaican because, well, Rastafarians, right? But they can be from anywhere, but let's call it Jamaica. We got some, well, white people. Yeah, it's really a fusion. I think this is the perfect example of how a diverse deck should be, you know? We've got a lot of everything going on here. I love that tree of life kind of thing happening in the back. And the symbolism, you know, on the tomb thing. I hope you can all see it correctly. That's really beautiful. And that new growth here, you know. I think for me, 4 is about stability, right? The fact that she has now a stable foundation. Because even the tree of life is on this square block, which is really stable in that sense, right? So yeah, I really like that. Okay, the 5. There's a lot going on. I think I already looked 10 minutes at this card. And I'm going to need 10 more, I think. Because there's a lot happening. And because it's really about strife and all of that for me. The 5, that conflict, you know, and even he talks about it, right? Rivalry, conflict, strife, danger. Yeah. It's even though it's very busy, it has a calming kind of effect, the card, right? So that's very interesting. But again, I'm gonna need some more minutes to really look at it. Excuse me. You see astrology kind of signs, planets and zodiac. So yeah, a little bit of everything going on. Interesting card. So something I would definitely myself want to look deeper into, you know. Okay, so this is the 6 of, well, Wands, sticks. Yeah, you can definitely see the victory, right? I don't know who, but he kicked somebody's ass and he won. I mean, even the smile. Can you see his smile? He's happy. That makes me happy. It's contagious, right? When you look at it, like, yeah, I don't know who, but again, he kicked somebody's ass. Number 7. I like this ladder kind of thing, because 7s for me are about new growth. So I'm now not even going to the booklet right now. But again, 7s are for me new growth. But at the same time, sometimes we don't even know what's happening, right? We come from a stable position and we go into a new position of growth. I mean, if you follow it numerologically, my God, you go from conflict, yeah, to a more harmonious moment in life, right? And now, because you already left conflict, a lot of us, I think, want to stay in that harmony, but we're pushed, you know? So from that stability and harmony, yeah, we're going to be pushed to grow again, which sometimes is scary and we don't know what happens. So the way he describes it, for me, this ladder kind of form is like, yeah, taking one step at a time, right? Yeah, here, struggle, steadfast, hanging on, clutching, bravery, challenges to maintain his grasp. Yeah, the figure in the 7 of sticks struggles to maintain his grasp while being assailed by hawks. Oh my God. When letting go isn't an option, this card reminds us of the necessity of continuing to fight for what we feel is important. I like that, the necessity of continuing, because I think that is what I see with new growth and when we're not sure. Because from the 6, I think he words it perfectly. It is a necessity for us to continue to grow, right? So yeah, I like that. Like I said, I might not read it exactly as he says, but I think it's fine. It's called intuitive tarot, right? But I like that sentence. I can definitely place that in my own meaning in that sense, you know? Okay, the 8. Absolutely beautiful. I like it because a lot of the times, and especially in the RWS, right, we see that, what's the word? Like these sticks, right? They're that swiftness. That's, yeah, right, in the wands. Oh my gosh. So the harmony here I like, because 8 is for me mastery, and it feels like there is a mastery going on in the way even the sticks are portrayed, you know. And then we got some dragon energy here going on. Love that. What does he say? 8 different sticks emerge from a spiral of flames. The sticks combine in a pattern of a compass reminiscent of the Fortuna's wheel. Okay, we're not there yet. We will see. But that is definitely an interesting card. Okay, next. The 9. Oh yeah, I saw this card, and of course he's from Jamaican descent. But you know those cards where they try to tell us they put their diversity and there is no facial features that actually show, well, you or me, you know? It's just a person that's colored in brown. I love these facial features. I hope I'm zooming in correctly here. Oh my God, I love them. He's portraying it so well. And there were other cards. I was actually squealing when I saw them. A very nice representation, you know. So this was the 9. This card makes its appearance whenever we are overwhelmed and feeling trapped by our circumstances. Sometimes the problems are a result of our own mistakes or flaws. The fiery nature of this suit of sticks tells us to have courage in the face of adversity. Again, he continues, but otherwise we're going to be here 3 hours later. But beautiful. Love the colors, you know, the flow in it. Absolutely amazing. I love it. This one too. Yeah, definitely RWS, right? The 10 of wands or sticks again, sorry. Yeah, that burden feeling, right? So, yeah. Burdens, responsibility, heavy loads, pressure, struggle, uphill, momentum. But I think a beautiful portrayal in that sense. Okay, now we're going to go to... Okay, I want to know from him. If he watches, could you please tell us? Because it was my first question. Okay, let me do this, huh? Let me do this. We have the knaves. Yeah, knave. So pages. Knight. Queen. King. Yeah. Oh my god, he's adapting playing cards. In all honesty, I love. Anyone, again, watching longer than 5 minutes, you know I love me some playing card divination. Yeah. So, here you have one. Yeah, a younger, right? We have the youthful aspect and the mature aspect. Awesome. And then, you have the older one. So, here you see, I think this was the... Okay, this was the... yeah, the mongoose. Yeah. I think I know which one it is now. The mongoose. And then here we had the dragon. But that was the only one that had that double aspect. So I was really curious as to, okay, why this one we have the double aspect and then, well, with the rest we don't. So that is definitely a question I'm going to ask, or please answer me, Brother Rodney. But this one, I mean, you can feel the passion, right? I mean, it's really active. And for me, yeah, the knight is about action, yeah? So I love that. Okay, she's just chilling in her throne, yeah, with that cat. I love it. She just being there, not being bothered, you know. Let me be, yeah. Keywords here are care, counsel, guidance, encouraging, integrity, service, enthusiasm. Okay, in all honesty, your face is like, yeah, don't bother me. Or maybe I'm just intimidated, you know, and I don't want to bother her. Okay, that knight, yeah, is a kick-ass, or king, sorry. That knight is a kick-ass king. I don't know who you portrayed there, and I'm not really into Nordic mythology, and maybe I'm totally wrong, but this one gives me Odin vibes. And the owl, I don't know, let me see what he said. Okay, I don't think he says. But the keywords... sorry, shrewd, elder, wise, authority, advice, ombudsman, decisive, study. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, in that case, I would rather go to her. And like I said, I'm not into Nordic mythology at all, you know. I know what I know from, well, school and all that. But yeah, it gives me kind of Odin vibes. Or Zeus? Who's the one who's going to kick your ass? Anyway, that's what I feel with this one. But yes, let's continue. Because what I'm asking for with the knives, because we see that aspect coming back with all the knaves. Knaves, sorry, I said knives, huh? Knaves, I mean. We see that coming back in the rest also. Okay, so then we go to the suit of gems. And again, of course, he has a bigger explanation. But what stood out to me, I wanted to capture the gritty aspects of the pursuit of refining the individual. Oh my God, I love that. Refining the individual. Yeah. We're not going to talk about growing anymore. Yeah. We're going to be saying, I'm refining myself. I so love that. Symbolizes the process of going within. I really like that. But again, we're refining ourselves, people. Don't be saying growth no more. Yeah, we're refining. We're already grown. We just, well, it's a suit of gems, right? It's like we're rough diamonds. We just need to be polished. Okay, so this is the ace we already saw, but it's awesome. Okay, he said, because I saw his latest video, which I will link in the description below, because he talked about in a video, oh my god, I'm gonna say this wrong, huh? Anyway, what did he say? His connection to India, or the way Indian influences made it into his deck. And he said, and I watched it after I got the deck today, I was late. He said that this one had a portrayal of well, an Indian person, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And oh no, it wasn't a person, it was Ganesh. See, here I'm making the mistake. It was the deity Ganesh. And here we have Hestia. Okay. Because he so gives me pirate vibes. It could be because there's a ship in the back, yeah, but he so gives me, well, maybe because he's from Jamaica, but it's like Pirates of the Caribbean, right? It's not Johnny Depp, but it's still like pirates. And I love it. I love it. I love it. Number 3, same. Where this one gave me Pirates of the Caribbean, so then I saw this. You know that last movie when it's like the Council of Pirates, where everybody's coming together, and we finally know, yeah, why that one white guy always struggles to get the eye. And they put these items in a bowl. You know, the Council of Pirates or something is called. Oh my god, this so reminds me of that. It's like I'm looking at it. I love this. I really, really, really love this. Okay, what did he say? Yeah, meetings here. Consultation, meetings, gatherings of minds. Okay, that's not so with the pirates, right? There is no mind thing going on there. Strategy, there it is. Teamwork, planning. Yeah, I'm so loving this, seriously. It gives me vibes. And I might be totally wrong. I mean, his inspiration might have come from a totally different place. But I cannot help what I'm seeing. Okay, 4. Yes. I need to go a little bit faster, huh? I think it's beautiful because 4 is about stability, and it's looking like he's wanting to create stability for himself. Oh my god, I got a little fly here annoying me. Oh my god. Sorry. Here it talks about fear, security, status, ownership, possessiveness. Okay. That's earth. I really look at it a little bit different, in all honesty, because again, for stability, it's the earth suit, you know. But again, you can take what you want, right? Because intuitive. So like I said, even with the other one, it was just one sentence I might actually really connect with. So I'm still going to go deeper in the guidebook because, like I said before, this is going to be first impressions. I might do a new video about this, you know, after I really played with it for some time. But I just wanted to share my joy. I was like all joyful here and I had nobody to share it with. I mean, my daughter was looking at me like I lost my damn mind. The 5... 6. You definitely see the RWS influences in here, but yeah, not in a bad way. I think you really went about it like, you know what, this is how I see it, and this is how I'm gonna, well, I don't know, do you paint or, yeah, I think it looks like paint kind of, or drawing art. I think it's drawing. But I think it's beautiful. Like I said, he really did his own thing. I love this card. I don't know what I love about it, but I love this card. An apprenticeship almost. Oh my god, it's the first word it says. That's funny. Yeah, apprenticeship, studious, industrious, overtime, refining, polishing, mentor. I like that. Really like that. Yeah, okay. I think we're getting along this deck, I mean. Number 9. Sophistication, elite. Yeah, diplomat, savvy. See? There are so Pirates of the Caribbean in this. Savvy. This is totally me. Yeah? People don't think that I'm right. I said this is totally me. I love the 10, that abundance, right? Wealth, inheritance, gain, enrichment, legacy, good fortune. Yeah, you see this bounty, right? The pirate's bounty. Here, there I go again. I'm way off here. I'm just making things up. Yeah, here, see, we have that knave again. So the useful aspect has the bat, yeah. And then the mature aspect has the mole, was it right? I think it was mole. Yeah, I think it is a mole. But it's kind of cool, right? The problem I'm having, I don't read reverse. So how would I know? Yeah, just read, right? We can always see what maybe feels correct. Because, yeah, I don't reverse my cards. So how would the mature aspect ever really come up in that sense then, you know? But yeah, maybe it's about, well, knowing, right? I mean, you know what you read for. We will test that out. I will let you know when I play with it. The Knight of Gems. I think it's beautiful. What is that animal? Does he say? Okay, maybe I'm overlooking, but I don't think he says. Because I would want to say tiger, but there's something about the face that's not really tiger. It feels almost like a sable tooth, but then his teeth are too small. I don't know. Okay, anyway, beautiful, right? Then we have the Queen. Oh, she knows she a queen, huh? Absolutely amazing. The King. Also very beautiful. Queen. Oh, no, not Queen. Sorry. We're going to the Ace, the Omega. Again, let me put this aside. So this was the suit of vessels. Again, he has a big explanation, of course. What stood out to me, the water that these vessels contain alludes to the ever-changing emotional aspect of our being. What I also like is how he began. He said, when we think of the human body, we typically use the word vessels. So whether we are talking about our blood vessels or human bodies being vessels for the soul, the connotation of the word readily appropriate themselves with how the word relates to us on a physical, emotional, and spiritual level. So yeah, I like that. Here is the 2. I think it's beautiful. 3. Yeah, I like that. 4. Yeah, but this is in a right away too, because he says boredom 2. And again, I'm not reading force like that, but the beautiful part is his art makes it possible for me to read it in however way I like it. In all honesty, because he doesn't look bored, you know? I can go with that with my own interpretation. And I'm loving the fact that this is a whale. It's a whale, right? I'm not making that up. I'm seeing a whale. Do you see that too? So I really like that. Okay, 5. This will actually make me giggle for a second. But yeah, the 5s, right? I mean, I think for, well, non-traditional RWS readers, where the 3 of Swords is most of the time heartache, right? For us, yeah, we see the 5 of Cups or Hearts or Vessels, you know, as more of the heartbreak card. And yeah, somebody done him wrong. 6. Yeah, that nostalgia, right? Your childhood times. Yeah, idealization, imagination, creative, childlike, innocence, optimism, nostalgia. Yeah. So yes. The 7, I like, because I was watching it and I thought it was a very cool portrayal, not in the cups, but more like the what the potential maybe of the cup would hold in that sense. Yeah, here he says, even whenever we become disquieted, our fears and anxieties conjure up an array of images in our minds. And oh my God, you could not be more right, right? I often say this, and sometimes I laugh about it because I know I'm that person. Yeah, nothing is wrong. And then there's this little noggin in my, or scratch in my mind, right? Yeah, but what if? And give me an hour, yeah, and I can tell you all the ways it could go wrong. And because I'm doing that, I'm actually manifesting shit going wrong, you know, because I'm putting too much thought in it. So I really love the way that he portrayed that here. It's not about the reality of all these possibilities or well, what's it here? Yeah, he gives a little bit different keywords here. But Seven of Cups, we say a lot of, we say the keyword possibilities a lot, right? Everything that is possible. But with that word, we don't really, it becomes a normality, that word, so that we're not really thinking about, yeah, these are possibilities. That doesn't mean it's there. It's not a given. Yeah, it's a possibility. Yeah, okay, the possibility is I might die tomorrow. That don't mean it's gonna happen. So I really love the way he portrayed that here. I'm enjoying that. So great card. Okay, 8. We're gonna be here over in 6 hours still. Okay, 8. Baggage, pain, trauma, scars, moving on, heavy heart, learning to love again. I think that's beautiful. I think he also, you know, honestly, not all the time, because I think RWS is definitely ingrained in the deck, but I also see a lot of, well, new keywords, new jumping off points, you know. So a new reader can definitely get this deck. But even us, well, seasoned readers, yeah, I think sometimes we get stuck in our ways. At least I'm going to speak for myself. We get stuck in our ways, or normal keywords, or normal this, or normal that, right? And I think it's nice. He's sparking something, at least in me, you know? Like, ooh, I can see it like that. Like I said, it's a little bit hard for me here, because again, 8, mastery, you know? But it doesn't mean that we don't need to overcome all of this to actually master, in this case, feelings, relationship, all of that, you know? So again, I like that. 9. Okay, he made me smile because he's winking. Do you all see he's winking? Okay, that made me laugh, yeah? Because he also puts visualization, fantasy, imagining, wishful thinking. I'm just wondering who's behind the bar. I love this. I love this. And the red, yellow, green. Yeah, I saw it. The red, yellow, green. Yeah, I see these things. Yeah, here on top too. Okay, the 10. Of course, we come to the conclusion, right? Happiness, fullness, legacy. Well, he didn't say happiness. Sorry, that was me. Prosperity, memorialize, contentment, fullness, legacy, milestones. So, yes, you have the happy family in that sense, right? And he got so 80s hair. Don't tell me that's not 80s hair. It's 80s hair. Come on. But again, I love it. Okay, so the knave, yeah, page, yeah. We again have the youthful one, and it's the coy. And then we have the mature one. He's a rogue who allows his inclinations to get the better of him. I kind of like that. And the octopus, right? Yes. I love that we on both still get that fish coming out of the cup. Really RWS, right? So he goes into a very different and new direction, yet there is something of the old in there, you know? Again, I love it. Okay. Sorry. The knight. He's a creepy little dude, yeah. And again, I love him. The queen. I love the colors. He really is an amazing artist. I could never do that. I'm making a deck, and I'm definitely collage because that's where I'm good at. But yeah, he's very good at this. So the king. I like that. Very beautiful. Okay, then we go to the suit of blades. Let me put this aside. Let me put this aside. So again, he talks about it more, of course, but here the suit of blades signifies reason and logic in their purest form. I really like that. Well, I already told you I love me this ace. We're gonna need to go a little bit faster, right? I love this too. I think it's definitely very RWS. Yes, there is definitely him in here in that sense, right? We got the land, we got the sea, we even got the mountains. We got, I think we have everything we need. Oh my God, I love this. Yeah, because we always see those swords in the heart, and I hate it. I hate it. I don't think I'm the only one, but I hate it. So I was like this, and then I saw swords. I was like, no. But then I took it off and I was like, yes! He takes three different aspects, right? He goes from cognitaire, sorry. Oh my God, I cannot speak that. Intellect. So it's about these three forming one, right? Or oversecting. Because I feel like the heart is in the place where they intertwine, right? And then here we have, yeah, Set libera nos al malo. And if I'm not mistaken, that is deliver us from evil. And you don't need to be religious, you know, because I think that's Latin for deliver us from evil. If I'm wrong, you can tell me. But you don't need to be religious. I know that this sentence is definitely in a sense of religion, right? But deliver us from evil for the Three of Swords. I love that. Because for me, again, 3 is growth. Yeah, so this is growth of the mind, the intellect, the communication, right? However, we grow, 9 of the 10 times, we grow out of difficult experiences, right? We made a mistake, we walked against the wall, that kind of thing, you know. And this is how we learn, you know. So yeah, deliver us from evil. Yeah, yeah, like I said, deliver us from evil. So yeah, it's about growing from that process, right? Again. That's me. I love the way you did that, because even though there's definitely RWS in there, even though they don't stick in the heart, you know. Yeah, you see that going on, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's even a crown kind of thing going on here, or is it just the swords connecting? Anyway, again, I love it. Amazing. I love the 4 too. Definitely RWS, and definitely him. I really see him in this deck in that sense, but not overpowering, not like that stupid Secrets of Paradise. That one was driving me nuts, but I bitched about that one already. So moving on. Number 5. You see really like this warrior kind of type, huh? Yeah, this definitely gives me warrior vibes. The 6, I think is beautiful. 7. Yeah, he about to do something. I see some ninja going on here. I love this one. Okay, again, this is gonna be a long video. I don't care. If you're still here. The 8, mastery of the mind again, right? Oh my God, this picture reminded me of Bob Marley, Marcus Garvey. Because Bob Marley put it in a lyric in his music, but Marcus Garvey said it first in one of his speeches. Yeah. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. And oh my God, does this picture remind me of that, you know? Yeah, we might be bound up, but again, none but ourselves can free our mind, because again, it's the mind suit, right? This is all imaginative. This is what's happening in the mind. This is not real, yeah? So, oh, I love this. I love this. Moving on. 9. Yeah, worry, paranoia, nightmares, disruption. And we got the voodoo doll going on here. I'm laughing. The 10, I like that it's not in him, you know. You need to look closely, but you see it's not in him, you know. So it's more like, well, he might be, well, defeated. It's a lot of the times in the RWS system. So you might feel defeated in this moment, you know. But hey, he ain't done yet. At least that's how I choose to see it. So the knave, again, the younger is the eagle, I think, right? And then the mature sparrow, I think it was, right? Or swallow. I say sparrow because of the Caribbean pirate thingy. Yeah, the eagle and the swallows. See, I wanted to say sparrow. I'm serious. Okay, moving on. Night. Yeah, we got Shakti, but I think he mentioned in his video she takes on the form of Kali, because I thought it would be representing of Kali as well. So yes, with that Azure Dragon or something. I really suck at this. Wait, I'm going back. Yeah, the Azure Dragon of the East. Yeah. Okay, Queen. I like it. The crow here. I think it's a crow at least. I think it's beautiful. And the king. Yeah, don't be messing around with him either. He's gonna chop me up. Okay, and then we're getting to the major arcana. Like I said, this is the way he sees it. And there's some logic in it. Cannot deny it, you know. He talks here about the cards are visual interpretations of natural and spiritual laws that we must learn and understand. Yeah. Yeah, he talks here about the 3 levels of meaning, about the 7 cards in the system, the terrestrial world, nature, and within human beings. They represent the first 7 cards, so Magus to the Selector or Charioteer, and representing the period from birth to adult life. The intermediary world, the realm between heaven and earth, assigned for the second set of cards, Strength through Temperance. And then we have the cosmic world, celestial and heavenly influences, aligned with the final 7 cards. Androgyny to the world, and chronicles our spiritual growth. So yeah, he talks here about the fool's journey, so the 3 levels, you know, of meaning. I think his artist note is worth reading. The depictions of some of the archetypes might at first seem jarring, which deliberately goes against the conventional wisdom of portraying human figures in art in a manner that's easily identifiable for people. I'm cognizant of the fact that over time, people have come to associate themselves with specific personifications of these archetypical forms. My intent was not to further enable sentimental attachments, but rather to provoke an emotional and physical reaction that sparks critical self-examination. The combination of these perspectives gives the reader through the most accurate interpretation of the card to obtain the most beneficial use of their influence. And again, it's a little bit what I said before. I think we're so used to certain keywords, things we know now about tarot. I think especially people who have been reading longer, I think we're more prone to that, you know. So he definitely has a point there. Like, we're so used to the, well, archetypical archetypes, you know. And I think it's nice to be shaken up in a sense of, oh, maybe I should look at this differently. Because I think it can never go wrong, right? I mean, even if that doesn't work for you, you can go back to what you want. But I think trying a new approach could be good. So I really like that. I think for this one, unless it's something I really don't understand, we will just look at. I love the Rasta guy as the Fool. Cannot help it. I think it's nice because we get the dog here, you know, and that's really typical RWS, right? And then we get the crocodile, which is in the Thoth. Underneath, right? In the Fool, in the Thoth system. Yeah, I don't have them in order, so it wouldn't matter. So I like that both are coming back. I don't know if that was a meant to be thing, but again, I really like it. So the one, the Magus, and he just said in his video this was an Indian man portrayed, and oh my god, I didn't see that. I only saw dreadlocks and I loved it again. But both, you know, really loving it. I mean, you have everything, right? If you look closely, one finger is pointing down, while the other one on the level or hand thing of the sword, you know, is pointing up. So we still get that as above, so below thing, you know. We got the pentacle, we got, I think we should have a gem here somewhere maybe, or this is it, yeah. I mean, we got the vessel, the wand, the sword, you know, so I like it. The High Priestess. She's behind the veil. I mean, again, we have everything we're used to in that sense, right? And a little bit different. I loved her belly. I know in drawings they always try to make something look beautiful and smooth. And her belly, it's not that it's not beautiful, don't get me wrong, huh? It just feels more natural. I don't know if you can see what I mean. It's like not this perfectly round belly, right? Which again, I'm really loving. And of course the colors, these are really awesome colors. I love. The Emperor, and here it says Rex a Emp. I think Rex is king, right? Or something like that. So Emperor, you know. 5, okay, this one made me laugh, yeah, because the 5 as the Hierophant we see as the Pope, right, in Mercedes. And he's actually giving out candy. He gives a beautiful description, but I was like, Candyman! I know I'm horrible. So yeah, very quickly, the card represents tradition and dogma. The Hierophant figure is shown peddling candy to a young person while wearing a cross made of bones. This symbolizes the idea that institutions have gone astray and are no longer beneficial to the well-being of their followers. Like I said, he continues, but for me, like I said, my mind. Candyman! Oh, that was funny. But I understand his meaning, and I get his meaning, and I love, again, the way he approached it, you know? So, great card. The Lover's card is my card. I love the Star of David here. And the choice, you know, between, well, virtue and, oh, what's the other word? Not so virtuous. An important decision, right? I love the bonsai tree here because, well, that takes time to grow. So we need to think about our decisions, right? 7, the DJ. Oh my god, I love this. This is the Chariot, or how did he call it again? Because he gave it a little bit of a different name, right? Hierophant, yeah, here. The Selector or Charioteer. I think that's very awesome. It's a little bit different again, right? I love the wand he's holding. So you definitely have some different archetypes to look at, but very beautiful. 8 would be strength in this one, right? Yeah, of course, because we've got a tiger thing going on. On the volcano. I mean, I think it's beautiful. 9, I think in his video again, he said, I will link it in the description. He said something about this was like a resemblance of his friend. And I really love this hermit card. For me, it's the hermit year. So this year I'm really paying attention to hermits. Look at the cross. Yeah, the rosary cross. It's on the back of the toes too, right? Yeah, I really love this. I think it's very beautiful. Oh yeah, this was the Fortuna run, right? Let me check. Yeah. Rota Fortuna, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. I think it's beautiful. There's definitely a Caribbean vibe going on. I mean, the old pistol, you know. I think it's lovely. 11, Ma'at. The Divine Goddess Ma'at. Yeah. I have it in my deck, the scale with the feather and the heart. But I think his portrayal is beautiful because here we have Anubis and Thoth. Does he mention them, by the way? I don't think so. I might be mistaken because I'm really browsing. But yeah, the Ibis is definitely Thoth, and the Jackal is Anubis, right? Or Anpu? Yeah, sorry, I'm bad. But yeah, I really love that. The 12, the Hanged Man. Yeah, it's still the Hanged Man here. I love it. Again, just me. It gave me a little bit of early Bob Marley vibes when he still had that shorter hair, you know, because of the guitar and stuff, and Marley being very spiritual and religious, you know. Yeah, that's me. That's me. 13. I love that he said nameless, so he didn't name it death, you know. So I really like that because yeah, in the original, or at least in the Marseillan older decks, you know, it was not named, right? I love the skulls. Oh my god. This one, it reminds me of Ursula. You know, in Ariel, the Little Mermaid. When she grows and her face gets really scary. Yeah. And with the lightning, you see the skull thing going on. I'm sorry. It's just my mind, you know. Love this card. I think it's beautiful, Temperance. I think the softer colors, because this is what I mean with maybe masculine. That I have that feeling. But this one is just beautiful. I mean, look at her face. I mean, again, I think it's amazing. Okay, he went his way here. Because even though that looks like a very traditional devil, the devil got boobies. So that's definitely a woman devil. At least that's how I see it. Well, maybe he has both, right? You never know. Because there's a sword there, so we don't know. But it kind of made me laugh. But very traditional and beautiful at the same time. I love that he also does the above and below. It kind of feels a little bit like what you do here on Earth, yeah, is going to affect you in any kind of afterlife you believe in, right? So, I kind of like that. 16, the tower. I like that we get a close-up. I don't think we see that often, because you see him here? You really get a close-up from a person, right? In the midst of the fall. So I really like that. I love this one too. I don't know, that hand gesture here. That, yeah, I don't know. It's something very beautiful. I think a beautiful, beautiful drawing, painting. I'm very bad at this. I'm sorry, brother. But yeah, I think it's really, really beautiful. I love the little details with the shells and the flowers. And here too, you know, the star itself, right? I mean, it's a star card. Does he? No, yeah, he calls it a star card. I think it's a beautiful card. It's very peaceful, relaxing. Okay, 18, not that relaxing. Luna, he calls it Luna. Yeah, he ain't happy about it. I like that we have two different towers. A little bit the same, but different in stone, right? And then here in the middle of the towers, I don't know if they're crystals or gems, but yeah, they're different. This really looks like the toad, if I'm honest, because he talks about here, the moon controls the ocean tides, our emotions, and in subtle ways, it even affects our physical body, menstrual cycles, yeah? And, well, this is the moon, but the star card in the toes, yeah, has that kind of, well, almost this pinkish bluish kind of color, and it also talks about the menstrual, well, menstrual fluids, right? So, even though it's a different card, kind of feel it may have influenced them in a way. But again, beautiful card. Okay, that's Sonia. That's a creepy smile. Again, that's maybe me. I love it, but it's a little bit of a creepy smile. I love that the child doesn't have a six-pack. I mean, I think most of us can agree, yeah, the babies with six-packs are creepy. So this one is not creepy. I mean, even the horse, yeah, it's like a baby horse, how you call that in English? Or a pony, maybe. Anyway, it looks kind of cute because it looks like it's young, right? I think it's cute. And yeah, I noticed the flag and also the mat. Red, yellow, green. I love it. At 20, he gave a different name. Yeah, Revelation. I like it. We have the chakra system going on. I think it was also in that video that I mentioned. Again, I will link it. He talks about how the sevens have an influence, you know. And he talked about the 7 chakras in the, well, Revelation card or Judgment, however you want to look at it. But I like this card because even though we have the angel with the trumpet kind of thing going on, you know, we might see that as the wake up call to get in alignment, right? So again, I love it. And then last but definitely not least, yeah, the world. He calls it the world, right? Yeah, the world. I think it's beautiful. I think she stands on the lotus. Like she's coming from the lotus almost, you know. I mean, again, we have everything we need, right? It's almost like she's going through a portal because we have completion in the 20, you know. So yeah, I really like that. So, oh my god, I'm loving this deck. I'm not done yet, even though we're going to shuffle now because I want to see if my vision was right. I think my vision was right, but you never know, right? Let's play. I mean, it's not like we're here already for an hour. I think we're here longer. I will see when I stand up. I cannot see the time. I should put a clock next to me. Wait. So, well, let's shuffle. Hopefully it will be a good one. I just want to see, you know. I will put them in order again because, again, I'm not done yet. Okay, let's see. Okay, we see. I really like the colors, and that's what I meant with, well, okay, let me put this one there. I think y'all know this, right? African Goddess Rising Oracle. I mean, at least for me, I might be totally wrong. I felt like that was one of the first black creators that actually got a mass market deck, right? Oh my god, I jumped on this deck. Like I jumped now on this deck. I just want to see. Oh my god, I think this is awesome. Because again, and I don't mean it in a negative way, you know, but his deck really has a masculine energy for me. So that in combination with that feminine energy and these colors, I mean, yeah, I think that's the black in him. We love colors, right? Oh my god, look how beautiful it is. And then level up, yeah, between the, well, page, let's call it page of fire. I'm gonna go here with suits. Page of fire and the king of water. Oh my god, now I'm messing up, huh? Level up, queen, yeah, Santewa. Oh my god, I love that. Okay, let's do a few more just to see. Zombie, masks between the 6 of air and the queen of earth. I like that. Oh, I like that. I mean, even the colors, they do good, right? They do good. Tituba, feeling safe between the 5 of air and the knight of earth. I think that's awesome. Because even though this is darker, we see purple tones coming back. And even earth tones, you know, in that sense. And the red. Oh yeah, I think it would be an awesome pairing. And like I said, these are first impressions, right? I'm gonna need to play with them to know. I will let you know, yeah, as soon as possible. We have Rage from Medusa between the Chariot and the Ace of Water. Oh, I like that. I mean, that purple even in the background, right? Ooh. So you could say that rage is always in the background. You know what I mean? Oh my god, I love this. Oh, I'm so happy that what I had in my mind initially is actually happening right in front of me right now. I would have bought the deck anyway, don't get me wrong. I saw it, black creator, I'm here to support, you know. But of course, you always hope that it's a good one, right? Because, again, like I said, I don't even want to mention it too much. But the Secrets of Paradise, yeah, that one's going to go away. I mean, that's not working for me. But this one, awesome. And again, when I saw it, I was like, oh, maybe I can pair it with. So the fact that it's now in front of me, yeah, makes me really, really happy. Live Out Loud. With the 6, the lovers, sorry. And the, oh my god, look at this. The lovers and the 2 of water and Live Out Loud. Oh my God, I love this. I think they speak to each other perfectly. Radical rebirth. Oh, between the Hierophant and the Seven of fire. Sorry. I need to think for a second. The Seven of Fire. Oh, interesting. Because here they talked about very difficult to hold on, right? And well, our Candyman, he's doing some shady shit. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Nunde, truth. For the 10 of fire and the 3 of water. Oh, I like that. Because fire, we see that in the background here too, right? Those colors. And then water, she is in the reflection of water, right? So they really come together. So which truth we need to see in, well, the burden maybe of everyday living. What are we feeling? What is the completion in this? But again, because 10 for me is completion, right? And the growth, you know, in our emotions. Or again, even if you read RWS, right? Oh my God, I love this. I'm so happy. Self-sabotage. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm freaking out here. Between the sun and the devil. Yeah, I mean, look at these colors. And then here, you know, oh, even though that's a moon, of course, but you know what I mean? Oh my God, a self-sabotage on the devil, right? It's about taking our power back. Yeah, we're in control. Oh my God, I think they love each other too. The Seven Sisters, creativity with the moon. Ooh. And the 10 of air. Swords. Air. Swords. Oh my God, I really love this. And like I said, this is just a walkthrough, right? We didn't even shuffle with intention, so... Sarah La Kali, divine lineage. We have here the star. Oh my God. The star and temperance. I mean, look, she is like on a piece of land between, oh my God, I love this. Because both the star and temperance, they often have to do, right, with the water and the land. And even her, oh, I love this. Okay, anybody here? Yeah, this is a great combination. I know I'm supposed to be only doing this one, but I'm doing this one because I finally found a great deck to compare, to pair with my African Goddess Rising, you know. So yeah, seasons for Nana Buluku with the 7 of water, cups, hearts, and the 2 of earth, pentacles, gems. Oh, I really, really love this. Because possibilities, those cycles, seasons, again here too, that duality, polarity, you know, the exchange, right? And again, oh, I love this. I think this is awesome. And look at these colors here again, what comes back, you know. Even the gray and the statue kind of things. Cosmic power. We have the world. I mean, come on. And yeah, what's holding us back? What is causing us, well, to dilute that power, right? It's something in our emotions. And again, this is not a real reading. This is just me because, well, we're comparing here. We look if they talk to each other. Speak up. Yeah, I'm seeing 9, which is 3 times 3. And then we have 13 here. So again, I'm sorry. Speak up between the 9 of water, hearts, vessels, cups, and 13 death, you know. I think this is amazing. Okay, one more. Secrets revealed between the 8 of vessels, hearts, cups, water, and the Ace of earth. Earth, right? Yeah, earth, gems, pentacles. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is amazing. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Okay, let me put this one away because even though I love the deck, this is not the showstopper today. So again, this is going to be first impressions. Yeah, I didn't read with it yet in that sense. So I cannot tell you. Shall we pull a card to see what's coming up? Just we do a 1 card. Because again, it's very new. I got it like a couple of hours ago. This is how new. But let's pull one. To close off the first impression. Okay, I don't do jumpers, so we're not going to do that. We're going to stay true. So we close off the video in that sense. Okay, I asked before I look what the deck wants to tell us. Ooh, 8 of Hearts. And yet mine is going to be different than the meaning, you know, because again, 8 is mastery, you know. It's about mastering your emotions and your feelings. And even though I do like the walking away part, because sometimes, okay, let me see his meaning. Sometimes I see it as, well, sometimes you need to walk away to actually master something in yourself, right? Sometimes that means walking away. But let's do a whole page. So even though I already read a little bit here and there. 8 of Vessels, keywords, baggage, pain, trauma, scars, moving on, heavy heart, learning to love again. Some of the baggage that we carry with us from old hurts don't belong with us on our journey. The pain that we take from past experiences can impede our progress towards self-improvement. Lugging around former wounds only hampers our ability to express and receive love. The 8 of Vessel card shows up to tell you that it is time to let go of old grudges and disappointments. When we consistently punish ourselves for past mistakes, we leave ourselves open to be overcome with the apathy, angst, and hopelessness that we attenuate. Did I say that right? Attenuate the effects of our willpower. It's time to break free and empower ourselves once again. Yes. Okay. And yeah, it's a little bit hard. Like I said, it's really new to me. Didn't work with it yet. I mean, I think most of what you saw was now here. I looked through it really quick when I got it. Then we had dinner. Then I went to it again. And I was like, you know what, let's just put the camera on. So really, I think most of it I saw when you saw it. I did read a little bit of the book while we were having dinner, while we were eating. But yeah, like I said, I'm not done yet. I might actually put them all in order again and do the whole shebang again, you know. But okay, I think these were the first impressions, right? I mean, for the rest, we don't know. But in all honesty, like I said, again, I don't want to call it stupid deck, but the Secrets of Paradise, yeah, I had high hopes. I was really, well, disappointed with, and that's a kind word. Which gave me a teeny tiny, like, oh my god, what if I'm gonna be disappointed in this one? And I'm so glad I'm not, you know. Again, I still need to do a lot of reading and a lot of working to really get in the groove of this deck, right? Because there's a lot happening in the cards. It's really that global fusion. And because it's not my normal aesthetics, I might actually need to look extra hard, like, what do we all see? You know what I mean? Yeah, okay, no, we're gonna stay with the pirates. The Council of Pirates. But I'm really happy, you know. I'm actually now looking forward to diving deeper in this deck, yeah, to be using it this month. And I will probably do that by pairing it with my Afro Goddess Tarot. And I think that might actually be nice because I already know this deck so well. So this might actually help me get into this, right? At least steer me a little bit. But hey, we will see. I think if you're all okay with it, you know, I might actually come back and do then a review. It will be quicker because, well, we already did like an in-depth first impressions right now. But I might actually do on this one another video and really review it, you know, what we've learned, what we've seen. But again, we will see. Anyway, I want to thank you all for staying with me because, oh my god, I know this is going to be a long video. But hey, it was fun. I had a lot of fun. I hope you have a lot of fun. If you're still here, you know, type in something that will show me you watched till the end. If not, don't worry. At least I had fun. And again, I hope you are too. I want to thank Mr. Wayne Rodney. I will link his social media also in the description for making a beautiful contribution in our tarot community in that sense. I love the deck and I cannot wait to work with it. Okay, thank you all for watching. Hope to see you soon. New videos will come, so stay Stay updated. Click that's what's it called? Subscribe button? Yeah, I never did that. Click that subscribe button so you will know, when I post something new. I hope to see you all soon. Have a lovely weekend and bye-bye.